time to be here in the US. Many Asian Americans, their immigration story is often the not-closing time to a story of opportunity or refuge. Even though we don't come from immigrant backgrounds, this is what makes all of us special. It is what we bring to the table of this great American problem. Please join me in welcoming Michael Tran as he shares with us his own immigration story, how he's able to join us here today.
Hello everyone. First off, I would like to thank everyone for coming in today. It's an incredible honor for me personally and for APS as a club to have everyone on our journey of sharing our culture and experience. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to API as a club, and especially the executive staff for trying to give everyone a wonderful experience. The event that we had today, API by Night, was inspired by a very popular Vietnamese variety musical show called Paris by Night, originated in Paris. The intention of the show was to share some of the Vietnamese culture to the Vietnamese that are living overseas and only due to some kind of circumstances, either politically or financially unable to come home. And even though it's only a short experience, it's still worth it if you are not able to come back home to your homeland. And in the spirit of sharing culture and experience, I would like to share my own story of not only someone who lives in a foreign land, but also a story of how I've grown as a person and the valuable lesson that I've learned along the way. So the lesson is you never walk alone. Let me start out this story by asking you this question. Have you ever felt that at some point in your life you are truly alone and there's no one to help you? I know I have. Due to circumstance and the hope for a better future, I moved to America in the beginning of my high school year, chasing the American dream, they say. I left behind my family, I left behind my friends, I left behind everything that I had ever known. I thought high school was going to be like High School Musical and some other like Disney show. I thought school would be fun. People would be excited to be there. I'm gonna have lots of fun making new friends. But why is that in the best country in the world, in the heart of the symbol of freedom, people would make fun of you for the way that your eyes look, the way your skin look, the way that you dress, and the way that you talk. And you know what's upset me the most? Somehow I'm smart because I'm Asian. Somehow, something that I have been working on my whole life, it's just an attribute I have along with my skin color. During class, people would make fun of me whenever I raise my hand and say something. During lunchtime, people would give me the cold shoulder and laugh at me every time I walk by them. I would often hit in the ASL class along with other international students, not together, but just alone in the fireside virtually. When I joined WSUV, people are a lot more friendly and accepting. But coming from 4 years of high school, it wasn't easy for me to open up myself and have any form of meaningful friendships. Things were slowly getting better though. But then within the span of 1 year, I lost both of my great-grandparents whom I were really close with while growing up. My girlfriend broke up with me, and to top it all off, I tore my knee ACL for the second time. I was hospitalized for sleep deprivation and starvation. Later diagnosed with depression. For the first time in my life, my emotion got the best of me, and I lost the will to live. Somehow, my family convinced me to start going back to school again. And they told me that being around people will make me feel better. When I was at school, I kept wondering why people were so happy and joyful, why the professor was cracking jokes even though my lab is horrible at the moment. That continued for some time until someone tapped on my shoulder. I look around and look down to see our API president and outreach coordinator at the time, Holly, standing there telling me that I should come to the meeting. Don't worry, it will be fun, she said. So I started going to the meeting reluctantly. They slowly, but not knowingly, helped me put the pieces of myself together. They gave me the room and the opportunity to prove myself and be confident again. They helped me realize that the people around you, the hard work and the bonding moments, the conversation you share with them are the best healing potion. Not some pills that you take that make you yawn nonstop and get sleep paralysis at night, or some psychologists that just sit there and say nothing, but and tell me more. There will be always people out there ready to help you out. All you have to do is simply ask for help. Don't live your life in sorrow like me and wait for help to come to you. So during middle school and high school, I watched a lot of TV, so trying to learn English. I spent a lot of time watching the Discovery and National Geographic because I just enjoy learning new things. One time I discovered this show about what's it like to train and become a Navy SEAL. There are someone that you would call the best warrior in the world. When someone asked a SEAL what's it take to be one, he said, some people with like big bulging muscle didn't make it through. The leaders that delegate all of the tasks to other people that they make it through. The people that make it through, some are scrawny. Some of the guys that make it through, you can see them shivering out of fear. However, he said, all the guys that make it through, when they find themselves physically spent, emotionally spent, when they have nothing left to give physically or emotionally, somehow, some way, they are able to find the energy to dig deep down inside themselves to find the energy to help the guy next to them. They become SEALs, he said. You want to be an elite warrior? It's not about how tough you are. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how fast you are. If you want to be an elite warrior, you better get really, really good at helping the person to the left of you and person to the right of you. Because that's how you advance in this world. The world is too dangerous and the world is too difficult for you to think that you can do this thing alone. It will be the single most valuable thing you ever learn in your entire life. To accept help and when it's offered and ask for it when you know that you can't do it. The amazing thing is when you learn to ask for help, you will discover that there are people out there all around you who always wanted to help. They just didn't think you needed it just because you kept pretending that you have everything under control. And the minute you say that I don't know what I'm doing, I'm stuck, I'm scared, I don't think I can do this, you will find lots of people who love you, will rush in and take care of you. That will only happen if you learn to take care of them first. And when you learn to ask for help, you will find that you can do anything because you don't have to know everything. Thank you.